Dr. Michael Forey practices over here on, it's really 169th and Hammond, or on the Gary side, it is
15th Avenue.
15th Avenue.
Beautiful, which just had its potholes redone for the first time since 1974. Less than
They
6
finally
months
did
ago.
that road?
Every other one. They did every other one.
And Jay Leeser, he's a local developer here. He is, of course, is the well known as the developer of Park West over here in Munster. And Buffalo's, that's right.
Yeah, every more than that. I can't. There's not enough time in the day to list everything.
All of his, BW3s is a big sponsor here, Jay. What do you think of their wings?
Their wings are good. They built a nice chain over the years. Not as good as Buffalo's, but
we're biased.
They
you know.
work.
Yeah, but they're good. But I'll be eating Buffalo's this week, and I'm headed down to Bloomington tomorrow, and then to Nashville. I got a meeting for
these coolers. All right, well, we've had you on before, and we want to thank you guys for sponsoring here at WJOB. And I got to tell you, I have given my daughters plenty of gifts over the years. You know, like
it's not going to end.
It's not going to end. It never ends. And it's usually like, hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, Dad, or whatever. Lexus will show up with a necklace or something. I showed up with a cylinder cooler to my daughter's apartment with her 2 roommates. And it was it was the WJOB one that he gave me. You know, somebody, Billy O put monogrammed it. What do you call this kind of
embroidered
on it. And her and her friends, the very first thing were, oh my God, where can I get one of those? How much are they? Where are they? I want this. This is perfect. We're going to a concert this weekend. And it was the one gift that I gave them that it was like, hey, Dad, you got it right finally.
Yeah, you're a sweetheart, Dad.
Oh, no.
I want you to know I got it right for both your girls with those bags I gave them for their graduation.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, you did. I don't know how you knew that.
Someone else said. I bought stuff for Lovelies. I like that.
All right, I'm looking right now. I'm holding Valpo one. It says Valpo on here. Embroidered, though. That's really a big thing. But explain, Jay, what a cylinder cooler is.
Cylinder is a soft-sided, 10-inch round, 12-inch tall, collapsible cooler. It's a cylinder, and we call it a cylinder. So Mike and I have been dealing with this product for maybe 30 years.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. It's easy, reasonable.
And didn't you buy the licensing from someone at some point?
We have licensing through, since we last saw you in December, about 30 more colleges.
Okay, I'm looking right now at IU and Dayton Flyers, and I got to give that one for Lofty. Pagatti went there too. NIU Huskies.
How about your daughter at DePaul?
DePaul Blue Demons, yes. UNI, what's that, University of Northern Iowa?
Yeah.
They're really good basketball right now. And then, of course, you got the Valpo one here. Now, how are you guys getting so many colleges to sign on?
The last couple of months we've been at a licensing show out in Las Vegas. And then last month we were in Atlanta for the college licensing show. And as we display, we get interest from different licensing groups or colleges, and then we apply and get licensed, and then we start making them up for them.
Now, what's the big selling point of this cooler? There's a zillion coolers you can go in and buy right now at Cabela's. You can buy them at Strax. You can get coolers online. Anyway. Why is this one such a big deal?
It's a fun little thing. You can play with it in terms of color and in terms of design. You can wear a logo for the team or the college or whatever it is that you happen to be such a fan with, and it really displays it well. The price point is reasonable.
What's the price point around?
Price point's $40 for these currently, and the most expensive soft-sided cooler on the market sells for around $350. And my buddy Jimmy Brandt down in Florida has one, and he told me the advantages of it. You could turn it upside down without water coming out. You know, we don't need to do that. Who's going to turn their cooler upside down? And so this thing's fabulous. It cinches at the top. You can put it under your seat at any sporting event. You can have it with you. It's easy to carry. It's fun looking. We were testing them. We're throwing them like bowling, and they're very durable.
One thing we did create with this in our years of experience is we made it with a removable liner. So if the liner ever cold cracked or got dirty, you know, for the price of postage, we'll replace the liner for you for free.
So all right. So if I could just describe it, it's radio, so we got to paint the picture. I'm going to pick up this Valpo one. It's got black straps around the outside, and then it's got a gold body to it.
And that's their Pantone color.
Yeah, that's their colors. Okay, and the interior is a cooler of I guess if I remember correctly, and I'm with you guys. I'm a huge fan. As a matter of fact, when they were sitting in here, we had some in here, and we gave some on the air, and people came in and like, "Oh my God, this is the coolest thing!" And like my daughter, but it can hold a full 24 pack if you don't have any ice. Most people will put in 18
18, correct.
and cans, and then they would put ice on top, and then you'd be able to carry it
Right
just
over the
like
shoulder, and you get up and go.
right over to the shoulder.
I
Exactly.
got one buddy who keeps a frozen bottled water in his freezer, and he sets it centrally in the bag without any ice, and he says it'll keep his beers cold 6-8 hours, no trouble whatsoever. And all he does is put a frozen bottle of water, plastic bottle of water, centrally in it.
Okay, we know what the licenses are, all of these colleges mainly, and some other teams and so forth, and we know what the product is. What is the business strategy?
It's funny you should say that. Jay had a meeting just 2 days ago with the incubator, with an incubator deal down at IU, and he met with the one of the professors who does nothing but entrepreneurial education, and so he's made it now the semester project for his students to come up with different strategies on how this can and should be marketed, because Jay, of course, is tied, and me too, to IU. I have a son there. Jay's got his restaurant down there for nearly 30 years, so he's got strong ties with the school. So we're actually involving the students at IU to help us with different strategies, even though we have ideas of our own.
And similar to here, obviously, we're building the entrepreneurship center. This is the kind of idea over time that would have some association here, where you have a local idea that is looking to scale in the vernacular. Can you guys scale this thing?
We can scale it.
Okay, scaling means you go from 1 to 100, and all of a sudden it's a nationwide thing, and everybody makes a lot of money, and you create jobs here locally and
jobs.
so forth.
It's about the job.
We went
jobs.
from 4 licenses to like maybe 34 in the last 60 days. And besides college licensing, there's a gentleman we met at the show for soccer, Manchester, Brazil, World Soccer, that wants us to do bags for him.
So we're working with their Pantones right now, trying to establish color-coordinated
We
patterns.
just got an order for Indianapolis Motor Speedway for IMS and the Brickyard Crossing golf course. So we're doing it licensed, we're doing golf courses, we're doing, it's a product that Mike and I have kind of found that any business or person can use it or brand it and put their own color or logo on it and just kind of get up and go. They're not that expensive. You give them away.
Reasonable.
And they last. It's a heavy, denier nylon on the shell. It's 1680 denier, which is a heavy feel, and the webbing on it is heavy.
It's made to be dropped, and it's it is truly a fun, durable sack that you can use for a multitude of things. I even take this one to the car wash and filled it with water, and between my $2 sprays, I actually wash it down if there's nobody behind me in line. And so I use water.
While you're inside going through?
Well, not like that. I go to the spray booth over here by the Stardust.
Okay,
because
good
that guy does a really nice job, and it's always clean.
Of course, our main sponsor here is Easy Clean's Car Wash on the Boulevard, where you'll be going next time, correct?
Yeah, I get, yes.
Yes, exactly. But Easy Clean, they do. It's one where you go through, so you couldn't necessarily get out and do that with this.
Some people get out.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're growing the business. This is our second season coming up. The cooler business really begins now. We're going to be shipping this month, April, spring break, and then you have April, May, and then we get into cooler season.
All right, let's talk about jobs. You got anybody else locally working with you?
We have a few people we put on that are working with us now.
Give us a couple names.
Computers. We have 2 computer guys, one from Valpo, one from Chicago, who's an Indianapolis kid.
Anybody working on the design and the embroidery?
Both
that's
guys.
Billy
O.
And
Billy O.
He came to mind when you were talking about backups on the expressway, because Billy deals with backups.
Billy O is a creative dude. There's no doubt about it, and he knows embroidery. So is he the one embroidering these?
So he'll do the artwork so the embroidery machine can read the stitch count, and then we've been kind of embroidering, which has kind of opened up our market to more customization than the original rubber logo that gets sewn on.
If these guys had time, they were going to head to where you guys go, Columbus, to go to. We're looking for our first gizmo, our own in-house embroidery device.
Oh, buying one?
Yeah,
Yeah, those
one
are
machine.
really expensive, by the way.
So,
Yeah,
we're going to put more people to work.
There you go. Got to put more people to work. But I noticed, and that's what I want to talk about on this cooler here. You do have the embroidered ones, and then you have the sewn-on rubbered logos. I got to believe the embroidery is more popular. Am I right?
Well, the embroidery we can do for a 10-piece minimum.
Uh-huh.
The rubber logo is sewn on before the pocket is sewn onto the cooler. So at least
That's for larger.
That's for
400 or
larger
500
numbers.
minimum.
If we
piece.
do, if the
You do 400 or 500. Are you getting orders like that?
We're getting 100, 200, 300 piece orders.
Oh, that's kind
and
of cool.
10-piece orders.
So it's a local. It's a local, and you're looking at it right now on the website. Right there, is that it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and the website is chillingercoolers.com,
.com.
and this podcast will be linked on their website later today, so you'll be able to listen to these jamokes once again.
And good news for you, Purdue just accepted our app for their licensure.
Yes,
too.
we'll be getting.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Because I was going to say, when we looked at it a while ago, we did not see Purdue on there.
You will be seeing it.
Next month.
Next month, you'll have Purdue. Name some of the colleges that are on there. Western Michigan, Wichita State, Youngstown University, South Alabama, UIC.
University of Iowa. The UIC is a nice bag, huh? Michigan State Spartans. We got
Miami of Ohio.
Iowa State.
Kansas State.
Now, is the biggest seller Indiana University right now?
That's our main one that's in the stores. We're just getting ready to ship now for the other stores.
You're getting in stores.
Oh, we're in all the bookstores,
Yeah.
golf shop, assembly hall.
Down there.
All over.
Oh, all over Bloomington.
So
say a golf pro shop wanted to do, like, say Lost Marsh wanted to print up, say, 50 of these and put them into their pro shop. Is that something that could be done?
absolutely.
It's being done. He just met with the Brickyard, with the guy at the Brickyard.
And so the Brickyard Golf Course, because you know what? I go to a lot of golf pro shops, and this is where I'm thinking this. I go to a lot of golf pro shops, and you go in and you always want something. And I'm tired of a hat or a shirt. You know what I mean? And this would be a perfect thing for the guy that's, going to a nice course and isn't going to be there again, but wants to show everybody that he was there. Does that make sense?
And that's with the Brickyard Crossing. He's ordering a bunch of them for his shop, and then he has events he runs throughout the year that we're going to custom a couple hundred pieces during the year. They do, from April till the end of October at the Brickyard Crossing at 8,500, couple hundred events in that period of time. Big events.
What about giveaways? Now, obviously everybody's always looking for that, and I'm just talking in the golf world, which I kind of know. And you go to do, like, say, John Salzeider does the Haven House outing every year. It's only like 40 people. It's a competitive golf outing. It's two duos, so it's not a huge one. It's competitive. And so, say you want to give 40 of them. Can you do a batch of 40?
Sure.
Oh, sure.
10's about the we've done less than 10, but 10 is kind of the minimum we're shooting for.
And, of course, you can go to chillingercoolers.com. What else you want to tell people?
What else we got?
Hold on a second.
Mike has a big weekend this...
yeah, I'm meeting a rep from Graceland because they have 29 different can coolies, but they don't have a single cooler on their website. So
can
those
coolies,
can
coolies,
those little
coolies.
coolies that you slip your can in. They got like 40 different ones with the Elvis.
Oh,
picture.
the little
coolie they call them.
Is that what they
your
the
drink
sliver,
bowl,
the
yeah.
little foam sliver that you put your
beverage in?
So they don't have a single cooler on the entire Graceland website. So I'm meeting a representative of the.
All right. Well, you guys are doing it, keeping us updated. I think the last time you were in, you're up to 40, and it's a success story. If anyone wants to talk to you directly, Jay, about ordering or anything like that, who do they call?
They go Chillinger Coolers. We get an email right to us.
chillingercoolers.com. You don't want to give your personal cell phone out?
No,
don't do that. I'm just kidding. I know exactly how this goes.
But you go to sales at chillingercoolers.com. Goes right to me.
All right. There it is.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are doing good work. What's going on in the medical business, my friend?
Well, we're looking at. I'm looking at bringing back another local physician who's been working cross state as an ER guy, and we're going to be expanding, and hopefully we're going to be looking into Porter County.
He doesn't wear a bun, does he?
No, he's not a bun-wearing guy.
Okay.
He's related to a previous NIPSCO president. So
okay.
Nice kid. He's a nice kid. And he's a DO. He's an osteopathic physician. And next week I'm down. I'm going to be part of an instruction group on over 650 students in Louisville, which is the largest national osteopathic conference for the type of medicine that I enjoy doing every day.
So you're over here at Klein and 169th/15th Avenue, right off the edge there. What does occupational medicine mean?
Occupational medicine is if you fall off your chair right here, Jimmy, and you're on the job, that's called a work-related injury. And you come and see somebody who's dedicated to that type of thing instead of going to an ER where they have to take care of life and death and sneezes and bowel disruptions, Billy O. And but for you, if you fall, all we do is understand injury. That's what we do. So it's like you come in for the most efficient type of care. And I got to throw a thanks out to Tom McDermott because he was my first. He was the first municipality.
The first person that had digestive problems.
Tom has been good for.
Oh, okay.
He's no stress.
Okay.
And, but he was the first one allowed us carte blanche in terms of practicing in a non-algorithmic fashion. And what I mean by that is that you can go to any of these places and they've got these guidelines that have been established where you get 7 days off with bed rest or something. And you get imaging, and you get this and that, and the costs are just extraordinary.
We got to take a phone call. Let's talk.
Take it.
You know this guy, Jack King. Jack King, how are you?
Jack King, how are you, Jack King?
Hey, guys. First of all, as a former teacher and having you guys at school, I'm so proud to see you guys, along in your occupations. And Mike, did you graduate from Midwestern University as far as your...
Well, Midwest exited me twice. But I want you to know things finished up pretty good out of New York. It's been a long time since I said, hi, Jack, how are you, man? I've always worn a condom.
Good for you.
That's the best. Jack was our health and safety teacher back in the high school days.
Jack, that thing you did with the banana helped a lot of us, by the way.
No, that was Coach Marsh. I didn't use
We got pleasant memories of you, Jack,
right,
baby.
Hey, Jack, I'm with you. I'm proud of these guys here, and I'm like their peers. You know what I mean?
We're having a ball.
I'm proud of you too, Jimmy. I see so many kids that we had as former students doing quite well for themselves, and I wondered if Midwestern University has one of those coolers on for a local.
They don't, but they'll be seeing them. I'm definitely a preceptor for them. I typically have 2 or 3 young students or residents or interns in my center at all times, and my brother David and I truly enjoy and other partners. I have the first osteopathic ER doctor working for me, a guy named Bruce Horton. He started the osteopathic residency for emergency room medicine, and he was the very first one of them. And so he's in there. He's an absolute gem of a guy. He works 3 days a week, and he's 78, and he just brings to the table just ages and ages of experience. And he and I are going to Louisville to teach. So I'm looking forward to even continuously expanding the knowledge that I've acquired over my 20-plus years, and my old man was a DO for 50-plus years.
I remember that, yeah. Well, my son's a DO from Midwestern now, and he's an emergency room doctor.
Hey, can you ask your son to look up the history of Dr. Michael Forsythe and see if he can't unlock those secret documents regarding his behavior at that time?
Oh, they're not secret.
I think you might have a better chance with the sheriff when he comes on his program than with my boy.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Jack.
Hey, Jack, listen. Jack, listen, thank you. And listen, if you ever have your boy around the area, have him come in because my colleague absolutely started the residency program for all the ER docs for the DOs. So
he has his first job. He's working at the Hobart Hospital now.
Oh, totally cool, Jack. I'm very happy to hear that, and thank you. And I'm pretty happy that your boy went osteopathic too, dude.
All right, man. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Jack.
We'll be down for a cooler when you guys get the logo.
I'll make sure you get one too, Jack.
And sure.
All right. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks for all the advice over the years, Jack.